This next section that I had on the agenda, I want to push back to our next meeting because I think it requires a lot more time than what we have left. But I was talking to Marion about all of us working together to develop the student network even further than what we've had before. So just talking about like what we see our future goals being, how we can better support students, and the goal that if we come up with our foundation of the APBS student network, then we can build off of what do we then want the international network to look like, and how can Marion work to, because I think what she's finding is that she doesn't really know, and I'm speaking for you, Marion, but she doesn't really know like what to do right now because we've never done anything before. So with the international network, I mean, not in general, Sarah.
Well, I mean, all I can say is I can empathize with inheriting something that's never been done before.
So we are building. So I think that if our next meeting, we can devote some time to this development piece and really laying the foundation of even like what are the benefits of being a member, and what are our goals, what do we want to align, how do we want to work with the international students. So I think that will be really beneficial to helping Marion to with what she needs to do. But I would like to push that one.
I think that's a great idea. I think we have a document that we did a couple years ago about like the benefits of membership, and I think before we have that conversation, it might be a good idea if somebody takes a look at it and verifies that it hasn't changed or updated if it has.
Okay, I'll find it.
And I also would like to, like, we can kick this off by let's have an inventory on how many members do we have for the international level, like, so we can categorize where are these people coming from. Are they from Europe or Asia or wherever? So that will really help. If we can
we can reach out to Crystal about that because she has all the membership reports.
Yeah,
she knows all that information really easily.
I can put that on my to-do list for you, Marion.
One thing that I think one thing that might want to be on your radar, and I think this is something that's often been a challenge with engaging international members, besides like logistics like time zones, is that many individuals might join APBS and identify as part of like the Asia network, the European network, but not also join the student network.
Yeah, so
I think it could also
help from the way I look at it. If we could just identify these members, the student members, and then we can create like an ad hoc committee for that, or a group that would like brainstorm on, you know, like what are their needs in the part of the world and what are the other needs, and we come up to one direction for that. I think that would also help us out.
Yeah, but I think like international members who happen to be students but are not, who are members as international members but not student members, don't get our emails because our emails only go to people who are on.
I can talk to Crystal about that and see if there's a way to figure out that they're a student not in our network, and then maybe work to brainstorm sending them an email to invite them into our student network would be a good next step to like bridge that gap. But I don't even know if she would have that information, but I can ask.
I think I would ask her. I think it might require at some point an email to the full membership and say like, if you're not a student member but you are a student, here's an additional opportunity.
Okay. Because they may not even know what the student network is when they are registering. So that might be something to future.
Yeah, and like people don't join the student network. They just join APBS as a student member. And that means they're part of the student network.
Right. Yeah.
But if somebody joins as like, I've met people like at the conference who are part of, like, they're doc students in the Netherlands, but they don't they're not a student member of APBS. So they don't get our materials.
Okay. So it's,
But I think we
yeah,
have to sort of figure out a way to get them on our mailing list, because
Yeah.
it's not, we also can't email all members every time we have a communication.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I'd like to have the inventory of the members, because we probably can ask these people like
Mhm.
from Netherlands on how they go about it in terms of networking in their own country,
Right.
and then we can work on together on and come up with something that will go on the international level for that. It's like we can conduct on surveys as well for their needs as practitioners or as researchers or whatnot. So we probably can, like uh create a direction for that, because when we speak about membership, I look at it in two levels. Like, you can have members as individuals, or you can have, if we opt to go for as an organization, that way if we take in as organization, there'll be a lot of people that will be there, just like in the universities here in the Philippines. We have what we call the on the graduate school, there's an association for that, and all students first year graduate school, PhD, MA, they're all members, compulsory members of this association. And we can conduct one of the ways that we can expand and let people know about APBS for like an information drive to the different graduate school association, or they call it alumni association. So that is on the
it's a good
level,
idea.
yeah. And then so like if I have this I will make time on my part. I can go like hop on the different organization, or I can just go directly to the Department of Education or the Commission on Higher Education and ask for an endorsement to do that. So that's why I also wanted to know how they do that, like in Europe, if they can do the same thing, so we can like coordinate an action for that to expand the membership of the student network for APBS.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
know,
I
just an
think
idea.
once yeah, no, great ideas. And I think once we get our ideas solidified, then that's when Mary and me and you will go meet with like Dr. Maxuba Gage
Yeah, okay.
and the other contact she had on that email,
Mhm.
because we'll want to share with them what we're doing before we go out and do.
Mhm. And then another thing that I
So
would
we
like,
just need to come together.
yeah, another thing that I would like to come up with is that the rate of that membership fee. I raised this because I heard this during the candle meeting. Um, it's just it's a very affordable amount. What is the rate of membership fee for the student network right now is affordable, even in the Asian region. So I'm just saying, because in whatever organization there is also the aspect of the finance and the marketing, and we
Correct.
and it involves like logistics for that. And so we look into the thing that if we increase our membership, we also have like a necessity to have these programs that would really have budgets on that.
I love your thinking, Mary. You're going to advance us forward. I know it. We just have to, have to
Yeah.
come together as a group for us to create a solid plan for for us to go present.
Yeah,
But
thing that we
I think you're going to push us to, really good places. So I appreciate your thinking.
Thank you.
But if you think of more stuff, email me and I'll make sure it gets on our agenda, so that when we're talking about our development brainstorm, I can have all of those pieces that you want us to consider.
All right.
I'll put them in the agenda for
All
us.
right.
Okay. Any questions?